All right. It's like we are live right now. How's it going, everybody? I am Chase, the GM here at KoJack's, and I've got a very special guest, Mr. Alex Cruz over here. We're going to just do a quick little interview heading up to our high roller event that we've got on Thursday. Come out for that at 6 p.m. We've also got some food.
Okay.
Chewy's is going to be catering starting at 4 p.m. We're going to have some food available from 4 to 7 just to celebrate some of the recent wins that we've had for West Texas in general, and specifically guys like Mr. Alex Cruz over here who took down a big one. Tell me about that win.
Yeah. So I won the Choctaw main event for 240 grand. So that was pretty cool. It's a nice chunk of change.
That is pretty cool.
It was pretty neat. When I went to cash out, they had all the money in cash, like in bricks at the table. Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to take that. Like, what the hell?
There's no duffel bag big enough for something like that.
Yeah, it's like, y'all want me just to get robbed in the parking lot? I don't get it. Like,
bring me some security or don't bring me anything.
yeah, I don't know. I just took a check and
Yeah,
I didn't think about it. Deposited a few days later, so
didn't bounce.
it's thankfully.
Thankfully.
No, thankfully, yeah. Those Indian casinos are good for it. So
That's good. That's
I'm happy
good.
to hear that.
Now, did they count it out for you, or did they run it through the counter?
No, thankfully. Can you imagine if
No,
they had a
3 hours. Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Y'all could just keep it. No, I'm sorry.
Not at that point, no. So, final table, what's going through your mind? You've got a big chance at winning. You were the chip
Yeah.
leader almost the entire time, right?
No, I wasn't actually. I was like, I went to the final table like third or fourth.
Okay.
And then, dude, man, it was a tough table. They had like 3 or 4 guys that were like super, super aggro, and I could tell they really wanted it. And I made a huge mistake against probably the most maniacal guy. He checked raised me on the flop, and I called, which was a mistake because I knew I was good, but I was like, if I call, he's going to rip any turn. And I called, and he just rips the turn. And then
Right.
I fold. He shows me a bluff, and then I'm on fumes. And
Yeah.
I'm on crumbs. I'm like, oh, my God. Like,
And maybe a little tilted also, you know?
yeah, I was a little tilted. And then I went to we had a break, and I was texting George Areola, and I was like, I don't know if I should, try to pay jump like 10, 15 grand, or if I should just go balls to the wall. And then, so I was just sitting out there on break, and then some guy who was watching, he's like, "You're Alex, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "They're already playing." And I was like, "Oh my God."
No.
I went back there, and then when I got back, like, they already mucked my hand, and the other short stack ended up going all in, and he ended up losing, thankfully. So
Okay. There's a ladder right there.
there's a ladder. So I'm like, all right, so all the pressure's off. So I just started jamming, and I got lucky. I went runner flush on this dude. I had A7 of spades. He had ace queen. And just went 1 spade, 2 spade, 3 spade, and
Come on now.
yeah, and
Come on now.
I was like, you know what? I'll
It's
take
meant
it.
to be.
It was meant to be. Yeah,
At that moment, fate shifted.
it shifted, and then the guy I play heads up with, very strong player. His name is Alex as well, and I got to give him props. That man wanted it very bad. Yeah, because it got down to 3-handed, and I was chip leader. He was second in chips, and the third guy was just no disrespect, just like an old man coffee, just waiting for a strong hand. And
Sure.
I was trying to bully the table, but this guy would not let me bully the table. He kept the guy second in chips kept fighting back. So me and him literally just played heads up while there's 3 people still,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody just trying to wait it out, trying to move up in his prize
Yeah.
pool. So with the tournament, I mean, you really just kind of can't wait. You have to get aggressive, right?
It depends on the spots. I guess like on final table, like if there's like 9 people left, I'm gonna play kind of conservative.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because the pay jumps are nothing. I mean,
Well,
I just-
until you get to the top 5 or something. Like
Yeah.
That. But yeah, you're right. 9-handed, the pay jumps really don't matter as much.
no, like 9 to 5th place is always just kind of. It's nothing to write home about, right? And it's like real depressing, get knocked out right there. So I try my best not to get knocked out
Right.
in that time frame. But once I get 5th, like once I'm okay with the money, I'm like, all right, like I want the win, so let's do this. You know what I mean? And especially like during those big pay jumps, the money matters a lot to people. So there's a lot of psychological stuff, and just try to capitalize on it. Can't be scared. So
Can't be scared. No, and tournament poker. Now you also play a lot of cash games. So how does something like a big, huge tournament like that differ from maybe even a large cash game, 10-25 or something like that?
yeah, that's a good question. I don't really play too big of cash games, so I wouldn't know how like the psychological aspect plays in it. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of psychology and a lot of like financial pressure and tournaments at the end, and there's a lot of ego and a lot of glory.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean? 'Cause-
Poker players notorious for taking the trophy over the money.
Yeah, I would. I would personally, because I don't know. It means a lot to me at this point. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I've already grinded like 8, 9 years, and so I got enough money saved up to where like I don't really care about the money as much.
Yeah.
You know, but
Well, you're quite the accomplished player. I mean, 8, 9 years, you've done very, very well for yourself, and to have a nice bankroll to where you can play just about anything, you can get those big scores. Not everybody is in that position. If anybody is wanting to get to the level that you're at, what kind of advice do you have for anybody really starting out and really trying to build that bankroll and taking poker seriously compared to just the rec players?
yeah, well, I would just say like, you know, ask yourself why you got into poker, and then ask yourself what do you want from it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because you know some people just play for recreational, and that's 100% fine. You know, just don't gamble outside your means, and if you just want to have fun on a Friday night and have some drinks after work, then that's fine too. But you know, if you want to take it seriously, then you know you gotta stick to very strict bankroll management. You know, like if you're playing a cash game, you need like 20 buy-ins. You know, don't go until, don't start dusting it off, don't drink while you play,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to study. You know,
Yeah, bankroll, bankroll, bankroll.
bankroll, yeah,
Practice at the table, but also practice off the table.
yeah. That's another thing too. I've noticed because I got some friends and they'll win like a tournament or win some money or a big score, and then they use that money and they just blow it on something else, and it's just like now you're back to square one with your bankroll.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So,
Now you got to start all over again.
yeah, yeah. So if you have a job and you have a playing poker, like treat that bankroll separate. Like,
Right.
do not use it for anything other than poker. That's your seed, right? You're trying to water the seed, and you know whatever your favorite fruit is, grow
Sure.
that tree.
Trying to grow lime trees out of this.
I guess, yeah. Limes are okay.
They're easy.
Limes. My girlfriend likes limes, so I can see that.
Limes are tasty.
Yeah, and that's it, man. And then once that free's big, and you can just pluck off the fruits, make yourself a smoothie, and
Mm-hmm.
you just lay in the shade of it.
Yeah.
Money
take,
trees.
Take shots every once in a while. Go up to the high branches. Grab a couple of limes off the top
Yeah.
branches every once in a while. But
Every once in a while, yeah.
don't hurt yourself.
I don't do that anymore. Like when I first started playing, you know, I'd run up a bankroll, and then I started playing like 25-50 in Vegas,
Oh,
and then,
yeah.
I mean, it'll go well, and then when it doesn't go well, it hurts, bro.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, it gets the blood pumping though for sure.
It does,
I
yeah.
can
yeah.
imagine the rush.
It is fun though.
So what were you feeling when you were down to, 3 players and you were like, shoot, I got a shot at this?
I said, "Oh man, you know what? On the final table, like the chip leader was trying to punk on me, and then, you know, I was fighting back a little bit, and then I made a good hero call versus this other guy, and the chip leader is all like, "Man, you got good instincts." You know what I mean? He said that. I don't know why he said that, but I turned to him. I was like, "Oh, me and you ain't done yet."
Yeah. Yeah.
I just let him know straight right there, like I'm here. I want to battle everybody.
Right.
Bring the smoke.
Bring the
I
smoke.
ain't afraid.
That's right.
And you have to set that image. Like,
Yes.
look, if you're gonna play a pot with me and you think you're gonna punk on me, like, good luck.
Yeah,
'Cause
good luck.
I'm not afraid of bust.
You try it a couple of times and I'll show you every single time.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna
Mhm.
fight tooth and nail. And then if you stack me, hey, I tip my hat. Go to the pay counter. I'll see you at the next one. You know.
Yeah.
So
Because it ain't over even after the tournament's over.
yeah, exactly.
That's right. That's right. You got to be vengeful.
Yeah, but man, once you set that tone of like you're not gonna get away from stealing from me, like it makes it so much easier. People just stay out your way, and
Mhm.
you can kind of start like punking on people now. But
Mm-hmm.
they'll test you. Everyone tests you at first, you know.
Have to.
Yeah,
It's part of the game.
and it's always usually with like a light 3-bet or like a river bluff or something, and just nip it in the bud. And
So talk to me about, speaking of your image, without giving away too much, but how much of that is manufactured? How much of that do you actively try to portray versus how much of it is just Alex Cruz at the table?
you know, I just try to just display how the table dynamic is.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so if I have a soft table or I see people are just gambling, like just wait for a good hand. And sometimes it's a mix. So sometimes it's a soft table with like 1 or 2 good players, and I try to stay out their way.
Mm-hmm.
But as the tables get harder and harder, you know, because all the bad players die off, like
Mhm.
that's when you have to start, you know,
Switching gears.
you have to put up your dukes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And let them know, like, all right, let's do this. And then that's it. You just trust yourself.
Yeah,
just-
that's smart. Follow your heart.
That's the hardest part is
Yeah.
trusting yourself, especially like, because you're going to look dumb, but it's okay, you know?
I think that's the first big lesson. You have to be able to trust your read. You'll never know
Yeah.
if the other guy was bluffing or if he had it.
Yeah.
You'll never know, and you have to be okay with that.
You have to trust yourself, and it's
Mhm.
just,
Move on to the next one.
That's okay. Yeah.
That's okay.
Don't be afraid to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's another tournament somewhere.
Yeah.
There's another cash game somewhere.
Yeah, and you can't fold your way to the end. You know what I mean?
It doesn't work like that.
I was playing with Braxton last night, and it checked him on the river, and he's like, "I'm not checking. I'm betting. You can't check yourself. You can't check all the way to a championship. You know what I mean?" And that's true. Like,
That's a very Braxton thing to say.
yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, he is. He is.
But-
Great sense of humor. So, who was your favorite player that you've played with in 9 years? Do you have any like story, anything that really stands out as far as just one time this guy really was hilarious or really tough or anything like that?
Man, I wouldn't. It's hard to say. I don't think I have like a favorite player.
And you can lump yourself in there too if there was something you did that you just want to brag on.
No, I honestly, a lot of people give me a lot of compliments, but I don't think I'm that good of a player because I have a coach, and he tells me how bad I am all the time. So, and I trust him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
That's a good coach, though. I mean,
He's
you
a
don't
good
want a
coach.
yes man as a coach. You know?
yeah. So once he says I'm a good player, I'll believe it.
Yeah.
Until then, I just think I'm getting kind of lucky and maybe just picking on weaker players. But
Your record speaks otherwise. I'm here to
Yeah.
tell you, you do pretty well.
it's
And-
starting off right.
Good.
But I really enjoyed playing with Dante. Rest in peace. He was a really cool guy. When he moved into town, we played against each other like every single day, right, for like 3 years, and he actually taught me a lot. Like, after we get done playing with sessions, we'd hang out and we'd talk hands, and he would just like coach me a lot. He would like tell me his thought process. So
Mhm.
I got to give him props too. You know what I mean?
Very
So,
cool.
Yeah,
very
rest in
cool.
peace. He was a really cool dude. So
Very cool guy.
Yeah, very cool guy.
indeed. Well
be
missed
missed.
in the West Texas poker community.
yeah. It's sad to see. It's sad to see that poker is kind of like a double-edged lifestyle. I gotta say, it could be. There's too much freedom in it,
Mhm.
I believe, and I think that's a good thing, or it could be a very bad thing for someone.
Yeah, if you're not disciplined, the hours can add up and
the hours, and then
the timing,
and then what money,
stress.
the stress, and then just having that extra money. Like
Mhm.
if you have a bunch of money, like, and you're not content with your life where it's at, like it's not going to solve any issues.
Well, like you said, bankroll management too. It's very easy to blow it on,
Yeah.
creature comforts, stuff like that, instead of reinvesting in yourself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so definitely double-edged sword. But other than that, I don't know. I don't think there's like a particular player where I'm like,
And I'll be honest, I was hoping it was me. Very first time I came to play at KoJack's, I sat right next to you, and I bluffed you out of a pot with like,
did you?
yeah.
Oh, I'm
ace
done
of-
with this
It
interview.
was ace of clubs
done with
high, and I turned it over, and you were like, "Oh, you're playing that?
Oh,
I like it. Keep going."
Man, I'm about to give you a round of applause for that one. Oh, that's the wrong button.
No, actually, I don't think you were in the pot. I was kind of embellishing,
Oh, okay.
exaggerating the story. No, it was something, but you said, "Oh, good job! Like you made a dumb play. Keep doing that."
Oh, I would never say that. Come on, man.
No, I think of you as my very first poker friend because of that first night at KoJack's.
Okay, I do remember like chit chatting with you and
Yeah.
stuff because I was like, "That's the weatherman."
Yeah, I was sitting right next to you, man. It was a very good time. So
Yeah.
you're a great ambassador for poker. I got to say,
Thank you.
thanks for welcoming all of us.
Yeah, for sure. I try to be welcoming. I know sometimes I could be a little tilty, but it's just a bad day probably.
Sure. Well, it gets to everybody. Like you said, the stress of the game, money's on the line. I mean, this is very serious stuff.
Very emotional game, bro.
is.
Yeah, it's similar to like driving in the aspect that like while you're driving your senses are heightened. So that's why people have road rage, right?
Mhm.
Because they're already on like high alert. So when something happens to them, they're like,
Right.
"Oh, motherfucker!"
Right.
You know?
You're already
excuse my
driving
language.
70 miles an hour. Humans are not designed to go that fast. Anyway.
Yeah.
Same thing with money. I mean, you're playing poker. There's whatever, $1,000 in the pot. It's a lot of money to a lot of people.
Yeah, and then you see people's true emotions or
Mhm.
just how they handle stress and other situations. So it's kind of cool in that aspect.
It
But
is. The psychological part of it is very fascinating.
it is, yeah. It took me years upon years to like not get so tilted or
Mhm.
take things personal and just kind of be okay with the swings.
Yeah,
So
it's just the game.
I
Now,
don't know, but
Speaking of the game, though, West Texas is its own animal as far as poker goes.
bananas.
It's bananas.
It's
I
bananas.
heard a story the other day. Somebody played King Jack offsuit or house hand
Nice.
in Vegas, and they turned it over, and the guy that they were playing against said, "Oh, you're from Texas, are you?" Because it was like a 3-bet pot. It was like all these big bets and stuff. You don't usually go in with King Jack offsuit in those circumstances. But tell me a little bit about the differences between West Texas poker and I guess the rest of the country. What are you kind of expecting when you travel?
What do I expect when I travel? I'm not too sure. Like different pockets of the country, they have like different styles. Like some places are easier than others, right? But Man, West Texas poker is cool. Like, man, it used to be like really crazy back in the day, right?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of these players are starting to get good and better. So like, it's probably not as action as it used to be, like as insane. But you know, I started playing back in 20. I started poker in 2016, but I didn't start playing here until 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really cool to see it back then because that was right before KoJack's Open. I think KoJack's Open, what,
It
2018?
was 2018.
Yeah. I used to go to the free roll poker tournaments at the bars.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where I met like Joni and John Dunn. Do you remember John Dunn?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
The crew.
the crew, yeah, the OGs.
Uh-huh.
So shout out to them. That's how I got started playing free tournaments, trying to win a $50 bar tab.
Yep. That's you know, you got to pay
But-
for your drink somehow.
Yeah, but I know
Somebody else to pay them.
for real, huh? But I know these guys have been out here for a while, like, you know, Daryl and Braxton and Bo, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, I've heard
Long while.
stories of them playing, and you know, Billy. So, you know, they've been playing this game for a minute, and you know, when I hopped in, started playing with them, you know, I was just fresh. I didn't,
Right.
yeah. So it was pretty cool.
Look how far you've come, man. It's a long journey. You should be proud of yourself.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got to shout out my coach, Ali and Simrovich. That's my coach right there. Y'all might have heard his name. He's kind of infamous 'cause he's a cheater, sadly, but
Oh well.
he's a very cool dude. But
Yeah. Well, that's when you become the best. Sometimes it's time to innovate.
yeah, but you know, it happens for a reason because after that whole scandal, like he started, you know, he couldn't play tournaments anymore, so
Uh-huh.
he offered coaching, and I saw it on Instagram, and I was like, let me hit this guy up, and
Yeah. Cool.
I hit him up, and he started giving me coaching, and then man, it was just insane because we'd go over poker hands, and he'd just break it down to me, and I'm just like, I don't know how the hell like you came up with this logic, but
Yeah.
it makes perfect sense when you say it, you know?
That's so cool.
Yeah. So he really like skyrocketed me now. So
Excellent.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. I'm just having fun with it, you know, like I'm in approaching my mid-30s slowly, but
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm gonna stay in poker or try to become a family man or something.
Sure.
So
Well, the options are open. You know, you got all
Yeah.
the doors open for you.
we got the doors open.
That's
so
right. That's right.
Whatever. Oh,
Very
my-
cool. Maybe you'll turn the tables and be a coach one day too. You never know.
I thought about it. I've been thinking about giving people coaching. I'm not too sure if I should do it.
Yeah.
Mainly because I just don't think I know enough. I know as crazy as that might sound or look from
Mhm.
the outside, but I just don't think I know enough about poker to
It's a big
charge
game.
someone.
I mean, the thing is too, you're always learning. You know, you're
Yeah.
always a student of poker, and once you lose that mentality of I'm trying to learn new things, you know, you get stale.
Yeah, that's another thing I was going to mention that, you know, shout out to Rudy Borg for sure.
Yeah,
'Cause,
for sure.
yeah, that dude's impressive because he's always trying to learn.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he's always asking about hands and poker. And then he's like, what could I done different on this? And you know what? I don't see that too often, especially with the older people that have
Right.
been playing poker. Because, like, I've noticed what they do is they find a style that works for them. And once they realize it's profitable,
Right.
they kind of just give up right there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, my style makes me money. Like, why would I already know poker kind of thing. You know what I mean? And
It's almost like in music. You find a style, like, for example, jazz that you're good at, and instead of branching out into rock and roll or country or anything like that, you just kind of stay in jazz.
yeah.
And you got to be well-rounded as a player.
Yeah, you have to be. Yeah. So, you know, shout out to Rudy for that. You know, he's always trying to learn and asking questions. And, you know, congrats to him on his recent success. And
Yeah. And he was our first special guest of our interview series that we're doing this week.
yeah, I
And,
was listening to it last night.
what
so
a funny guy.
He is funny, huh?
Hilarious. Great sense of humor. Shout out to Rudy.
shout out to Rudy.
Yeah. So who do you think your idol is as far as poker goes? Who do you look up to? Who do you try to emulate? Who inspires you?
Emulate. I guess I'd have to say my coach,
Uh-huh.
right? Like,
That's good. That's really cool to be hooked up like that, you know, where you're learning from the guy that you want to be. That's awesome.
yeah. But I'm also just trying to, like, just pick up a little bit from everyone
Mhm.
and just trying to figure it out myself. Cause, like, there's no one right way to play poker.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you know a whole bunch about solvers and stuff,
Mhm.
but, like,
Yeah.
you can make a solver play a certain way and it's going to find a way to make it profitable, right?
Mhm.
So there's not just one certain way to play to make money, but also it kind of reminds me of like chess engines.
Sure.
So when like chess engines started coming out, they're just crushing everybody, right?
Right.
So like humans are like, oh, this is how you're supposed to play chess. And then as technology got better, they brought out a new chess engine. And like this chess engine is going to smoke this chess engine. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and now they have like world championships of chess engines, and they just keep getting better and better. And
That's
you're just
wild.
like, what the hell? Like,
That's wild. Yeah, you got to innovate. You know, you have to do the unexpected thing, and
Yeah.
especially in poker. You know, because chess, you know, more or less has been solved, and so you just have to know everything and be able to counter everything.
yeah,
But if you can do something that your opponent's not expecting, then they're going to think in a different way than what is needed to win. And so
Right.
it's kind of the same thing with poker. You got to do the unexpected sometimes. I always say you have to play bad sometimes on purpose.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
Like,
it is fun.
yeah, exactly. So, with that being said, like right now they have these solvers that are strong, and people look up to them as the mecca. But like, who's to say in 5-10 years there's not gonna be a better solver that crushes this solver?
Very
And
true.
you know what I mean? So like, I guess I'm just trying to learn. I guess
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to sum up.
Right.
Um.
So your idol is the solver. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. No. I guess my coach, I look up to him a lot. I respect his opinion the most.
Yeah.
I guess locally, I look up to Braxton.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think once he won that bracelet, that kind of motivated me a lot to get better and actually try harder in tournaments, because it's tough to play tournaments,
Yeah.
especially like, because I remember when I first started playing tournaments, I would travel and fire 5 bullets, don't even bag, got to fly back home. So, I lost 5K in tournaments and then another
Right.
2K in traveling.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I'm down 7K. So I got to motivate myself to go to the next tournament. I'm like, this is retarded.
And you're
Like,
already down. Yeah.
yeah, and then I could just play cash here and make money,
Right.
And then, but seeing Braxton bink that, I'm like, you know what? Like, why am I quitting? Like, this is possible, And
Yeah. It became real.
it became real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, what's that Kanye West, or what's that song? That lyric where it's like, these brothers are from the hood, so these dreams ain't far, something like that.
Uh-huh.
So, kind of like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Well, very cool. Very cool.
very
Well,
cool, Kanye.
very cool, Kanye.
Remember
Well, we-
Trump said that?
I do, actually.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us today. I really appreciate your time. We've got the high roller tournament coming up on Thursday, and we're going to do a little bit of celebration for people like Alex Cruz, Daryl Hopkins, Rudy Borg, everybody, Braxton, of course, everybody here in West Texas that's really making an impact on the world of poker. And we're just very fortunate that you guys call West Texas home and that KoJack's is host to you. So just want to say thanks, man.
Man, my brother.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna try to make it. It's my favorite uncle's birthday Thursday, so
Bring him on. Bring him along. Give him a buy-in. Show him how favorite he is.
I gotta go eat dinner with him. But I'm gonna try to sneak out and come play this tournament. So
Yeah.
yeah. What's this? My favorite poker snack?
Hey.
Chips.
Yeah, we got Megan in the chat. Yeah, that is a good question. Favorite poker snack, chips, any flavor that stands out to you?
Poker chips.
Poker chips. Okay,
Yeah, that's
I
the
got you.
joke.
Nah,
Yeah, I don't.
That's too funny.
I don't really eat at the poker table. I think it's kind of nasty.
Yeah, it gets all over your fingers and everything.
Yeah, and then there's people eating like wings and stuff. And then
Uh-huh.
they wipe it on a napkin, acting like that's gonna take
That's
away the
gonna do
oils.
something.
Yeah, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Ooh."
tell me about it. I got to clean those cards. Moses saying you should coach, and he would love to learn from you.
Man,
And,
yeah, I hit up some dude at Poker One, and I told him I wanted him to be my first student
uh-huh.
because I saw he was like complete noob. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? And if you're listening to this, I'm sorry for saying that about you, but
You got to start somewhere.
yeah. And I was like, I really want to take someone from the bottom and see what I could do it from them. But I was thinking maybe like 150 an hour.
Uh-huh.
So I know it's kind of steep, but you're gonna make it back. I promise.
All right. Well, sign me up for 10 minutes.
All right, come on. What is that? Like $15?
Let's do it.
All right. Rule number 1: believe in yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Shoot, that was $10. All right.
We'll
Well, I
meet up
really
next week.
appreciate it. I know you're playing at the cash table, so I don't want to take too much of your time.
It's all right,
but,
bro. It's just the 1-2.
Yeah.
Great 1-2 action if y'all want to play 1-2. But
Excellent 1-2 action just about every single day. And then we've got 5 on the button here most days. It's
Yeah.
been a little while. We need to build that up.
we need to build it back up. What happened to that? That used to
Build
be the
it
bread and
back.
butter.
Build it back.
I know. I guess I could help contribute. I don't play as much cash anymore. So.
Yeah. Well, now you're on the tournament streets.
Yeah, tournament streets and
Yeah.
just hanging out, just trying to enjoy life. Spend a lot of time with my girlfriend. So
Good, good.
yeah,
Yeah. Keep it in perspective. You know?
yeah, grinding every day for like 5-6 years takes a toll on you, dude.
Yeah, it
So,
does. I can
yeah.
imagine. I can imagine the stress. Huh?
Yeah,
Bags under my eyes like crazy if I did that.
the stress. You're just like, oh, I got to show up, and then
Oh, yeah.
you know how it is.
I do. Well,
But-
again, I do appreciate your time. Congratulations on the big
You're welcome.
win.
Thank you.
Can't wait for the next one. I'll be on the rail next time.
We'll see. Anyone listening, just keep studying and whatever you put into it, you're gonna get out of it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bullshitter. I don't know if I can say that word, but
Too late.
yeah. I don't study as nearly as much as I should. I probably study like an hour a day, which is something, but
That's good.
I listen to these podcasts with these up and coming grinders, and even my coach even said like when he was studying, he was studying like 8 hours a day.
Good
Like
Lord.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you really have to put in the time and effort into it. So.
That's right.
But yeah, if you guys have any poker hands or y'all want to run something by me, just hit me up, and I'd be more than happy to give you my 2 cents. I don't know everything, but I'll tell you what I do know. So,
Very cool.
all right,
Well, we appreciate you.
my man. Thanks for having me,
Yes,
guys.
sir. Thank you.
All right.
And we'll see you.